What's up, what's up? It's Saucy Rossy, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue. Today I'm trying something a little bit different though. I'm making breakfast tacos. Look at this. Doesn't that look absolutely delicious? I found this recipe from Cooking Con Claudia, and she did a great job with it. So I thought I'd try it out myself because of how amazing it looked. So come on along for the ride. Let's get started and jump right into this. And make sure you're liked and subscribed. I put out new recipe videos all the time. So welcome to my channel if this is your first time seeing a video. Hope you enjoy yourself while you're here. Let's start by getting a cast iron frying pan, or really any type of frying pan or skillet, rip roaring hot, and get some potatoes in there. Now these potatoes are nice and cubed up like little hash browns. That's going to be really important here. One thing to note, the potatoes are about 50% of this cook time. So if you cube them up a little bit smaller, they will cook a little bit faster, but that's on you. And honestly, you don't even have to use potatoes that you cut up. You can buy some potatoes and just throw them in. You can get those little McCain ones. They're tiny. That would work perfect for this. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and cook these potatoes through. As you can see, I seasoned them up as well. I'm using Gravel by Cuso Cuts. I just think that dry rub goes great on potatoes, but honestly, it's up to you. I'm not going to judge you. If you like just salt and pepper, go ahead and do that. You can throw on some garlic or onion powder as well, or if you have a different dry rub you want to use here, go right ahead. It's your flavor profile that you enjoy. So just make sure you're fully cooking these potatoes through. That's real important. Like I said, these potatoes take about 50% of this cook time. So I don't know, probably about 20 minutes I got these, maybe 15, 20 minutes or so I got them on there before I threw on this chorizo sausage. So this sausage, I'm going to break down and just kind of mix around and get it incorporated as well. We really want to cook this down and get it well done so that it's going to be nice and cooked through when we make that taco. So go ahead, use whatever you're using, spatula. Some people have that little like weird shaped thing that breaks up all the meat. It's probably just called like a meat breaker or something. Anyway, use whatever you got and let's get this all ripped up and spread out, okay? As you can see also, I'm using a oven mitt to hold the cast iron skillet. That's real important here if you are using cast iron. Heat transfers perfectly through those, so don't burn your hands. It hurts a lot. I'm going ahead and throwing in some diced up cherry tomatoes, jalapeno pepper, and a red onion. These are all delicious flavors that are going to elevate everything in here, so I go ahead and just start mixing this up. Real important to get it nice and stirred around so that the veggies, the sausage, the potato, all is making contact and kind of, getting that nice little sear on there and, cooking it through properly. Super important here. And now that we've got this mixed up, we're going to go ahead and throw a lid on it and just kind of let it cook while it's sitting there. I also did this for a bit while cooking the potatoes. This really helps keep the moisture in there when you don't want your potatoes to be all dry and whatnot. Otherwise, you're going to have to be adding in liquid. So using a lid while it's cooking here is real important. So every now and then, though, you'll want to just kind of pick it up and give everything a really good stir. Make sure you're moving things around, not letting just like one layer sit on the bottom and one layer sit on the top. You got to make sure you're giving it a good mix and melange, as they say. Next, I'm going to throw in a red bell pepper. Now, I'm only throwing in about a half a red bell pepper here, nothing too crazy. You can honestly put in as much as you'd like, but I put this in later on. I want to keep that little bit of crispiness. Bell peppers cook through very quickly. There's just a lot of water content in them. So by putting them in earlier with the other veggies, I would have really cooked them down. So put them in just a little bit later. You'll get a little bit more of a crunchiness out of them, but we still do want to cook them down. All right. This is the fun part, the cheese. So I got some Monterey Jack cheese. In the original recipe, they're using queso Oaxaca, I think it is. But I don't have access to that. I live up here in Canada, and it's the winter. We don't got all kinds of cheeses like that up here. We got different cheese like brie and like all those weird wienery cheese. I'm not in it. I don't want that. I want these delicious spicy cheeses, these melty cheeses. That's what's going to be perfect here. So this Monterey Jack, we're going to pour it all over, and then we're going to go ahead and throw that lid back on. That's really going to help melt that cheese down by keeping that humidity in there. Then next, let's go ahead, fry up an egg. That's pretty straightforward. I don't think I need to walk you through that. I mean, let me know in the comments below if I have to make a video on how to fry an egg, but we'll get there one day. So after just a couple of minutes, that cheese is melted down perfectly. That ooey gooiness, you can see that bubbliness here. It just looks fantastic. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Here's a little bit closer of a look, and as you can see, that chorizo sausage leaked off a little bit of its fattiness there, and then the cheese as well as a little bit. It's all just coming together. Oh, this looks absolutely delicious. So you're probably saying to yourself, hey, what's the right play here? What are we going to do? Well, like I showed you at the very beginning of the video, we're going to make the most perfect taco using Casa Bonita corn flour tortillas. So let's go ahead, let's get right in there, right into the frying pan and grab it right out of the pan using the tortilla. Boom. Here it is, all plated up after I pulled it out with the egg on top. Hell yeah. Make sure you're liking and subscribing if you enjoyed this recipe. Tag me on social media if you gave it a try. And check out Cooking Con Claudia's YouTube channel. She is an amazing cook with lots of recipes. Take care and stay safe.